What's going on YouTube? Alabama Reloader here. I just wanted to pretty much update a video that I did not too long ago where I was working on some 450 Bushmaster brass, working on depriming, resizing, all that fun stuff, getting ready to load those up. I just wanted to update the results. Went to the range today and actually had a pretty good day. Kind of exceeded my expectations, to be honest with you. I had 5 3-shot groups worked up, and I started off. So the components, basically what I'm using, I've got the Ruger American Ranch rifle, which is the rifle that you see in the video here on the vise. It's unloaded for the people that freak out about that kind of stuff. But I just wanted to throw the rifle in the video. And then also I put a Vortex Crossfire scope on it. It's a 2 to 7 variable power scope, 32mm objective. Pretty good combination there for this rifle, so not too bad. I really like it. As far as the components for the bullet itself, or for the cartridge itself, I'm using Hornady brass. I'm using Lil Gun powder by Hodgdon, and then I'm also using Hornady 250 grain FTX projectiles, and those are pretty stout too at 250 grains. So loading those up using Federal match gold or gold match primers, small rifle primers. That's pretty much the component list. And so I bought a box of the Hornady black factory 450 Bushmaster ammo, and so I did that. That's basically the brass that I'm using. So I pretty much fired that, shot all that, and that was the brass that I was using. So it was all once fired, and it was okay. Basically, some of the better groups that I had with the factory stuff was right at 3 inches. Once you take away the bullet diameter, I was at about 3-inch groups, and so I wasn't extremely thrilled with that, which is why I wanted to reload and see how good I could dial it in. And so I started out with the Lil Gun, started at 34 grains and went up in half grain increments. So I'm at 34, 34 and a half, 35, 35 and a half, and 36. So went to the range, had all that stuff worked up, went, actually performed really well. So I'll bring the target around so you guys can see it. So let you check out the target there. There we go. And then there we go. All right, so down in the bottom right hand corner, that's a 3-shot group. Looks like a crazy flyer, but that's the factory ammo. That's the factory Hornady stuff, the Hornady black. That group ended up measuring right at like 3.1 inches. And this was all shot at 100 yards, by the way, just for reference. And then basically that center target, 3-inch target there, stick on target, right below that is a 3-shot group. That one measured the best out of all of them. That came in at 0.686 inches, so not too bad, less than 3/4 MOA. That's not too shabby for a gun that isn't really designed for precision. So I'll take that all day long. That was actually with 34 grains, so that was my starting grain weight, was 34 grains there of Lil Gun powder, and that was the group that it produced. So I'm going to start at 34. I'll work on round 2 of load development, so I'll go ahead and probably knock that out tonight. So I'll start at 34, and then I'll work up now in 1/10 of a grain increments. So I'll go 34, 34.1, 0.2, 0.3, so on and so forth, and all that fun stuff. So until I find what what the gun really likes, and then from there I'll break out the chronograph and start to track how consistent the loads are. So yeah, it's a process, but we're getting there. I was very pleased with the first round of load development. Couldn't be happier with the gun. Couldn't be happier with the scope. Everything. It was a pretty good day overall. But for those that are thinking about getting into reloading, you might have questions about it. Hey, am I going to save money? Why would I reload? Should I reload? All of that fun stuff. This is probably the best representation that I can give as to why you would want to reload. You go and pick you up a factory box of ammo, you can take it to the range, and you can see right there in the bottom right hand corner, that's a 3-shot group. I mean, you go and sight your gun in, you get it as close to the bullseye as possible, and somewhere hopefully within 3 or 4 inches is what this gun would be shooting if I just went with factory ammo. That's, in my opinion, since I reload, that's pretty unacceptable for me in a hunting situation. It makes all the difference in the world if you're able to know, hey, I'm gonna stack them in there within an inch or less, from wherever I'm aiming. I know exactly where that bullet's going to go. For me, that's one of the big reasons why I reload. That, and then just to fine tune, the load to my rifle, and make sure I just have a good combination set up so I have full confidence when I pull the trigger, and I know, hey, I'm going to make a good shot, good, clean, ethical kill, and hopefully not have any issues after that. So those a couple of reasons. You can definitely, on the save money aspect, you hear it all the time. People will say, hey, I want to save money, so I'm going to start reloading. Well, that's all well and good, but due to the initial cost, buying everything you need, press, all that fun stuff, you end up, you probably could save money, especially on rifle ammo when you start dialing it in, and you start really getting some good groupings, and you can load it, for each rifle you can really dial in a good group and a good load and all that. I mean, that you're not going to get that with factory ammo. You're just not going to do it. So that'll definitely save you some money, but you'll end up shooting more. So that's the trade-off. Yeah, you might save money, but at the end of the day, you're going to go to the range a lot more. You're going to spend a lot more time at the range, shooting a lot more, which is fun. That's what I enjoy. So it's not a bad thing. But yeah, you should definitely reload, in my opinion. Just take advantage of that and make your rifle as accurate as possible. So, but just wanted to give an update. This was the first round of load development for the 450 Bushmaster, the Ruger American ranch rifle. So more to come, more to follow. Hopefully we can get started tonight working up the second round, and we'll see where it takes us. So hopefully we can tighten these groups up a little bit more. I'd like to get down to half MOA, not far off from that now. So I would just like to get to half MOA. Better, that's going to be pushing it, but we'll see what we can do. You never know. We might find the unicorn load out there and get less than half MOA with this type of rifle and cartridge. That'd be pretty awesome for me. So, but that's the update. Appreciate you guys checking out the video. Comment if you have any questions or want to know any of the details about the components I use. Went over it in the video, but still, if you have any more questions, I'll be happy to answer them. What I did, what I use. I do put the gun in a rest, so it's kind of like a lead sled, basically a knockoff version of a lead sled. So I'm not shooting freehand, I'm not shooting off bags or anything like that. I like to make sure on my load development, I like to make sure the gun is as secure as possible. Try to remove as many variables as possible to where I can get a really good representation of what the load is actually doing out of that firearm. So just kind of a, hey, by the way, if you're gonna reload, make sure you get you a good sled or a good, good rest to mount your rifle in. So, but God bless, y'all have a great day.